r/AskReddit. What's the nicest thing someone can do for you? Someone paid for the first 3 months of my rent at my first house. My dad had died a month before that, and the funeral director wanted to help me out. Always be completely honest and transparent. I have a completely honest friend. He's a bit of cunt to be straight up about it. You need to tell small lies and sugarcoat certain things to just keep an even balance with some people. Brutal honesty gets tiring and old real fast. I know I've put up with it for a couple of decades. Cook you a meal. No matter if it's good or not, the act of preparing and surprising a person you love with some wholesome home cooked food is just so pure. Think of me when they see something I'd like when I'm not around. For example, I'm English and I spent some time in America as a teenager. A colleague of mine is American and returns for visits a few times a year. She always brings me back a few bags of my favorite candy from when I was there when she goes. The first time she did it, without being asked, I could have cried. Sometimes a simple smile from someone I don't know goes a long way. I try to remember to smile at someone that looks like they're having a bad day. Usually they smile back, and even if they don't, I hope it brightened their day a little bit. Understand when I stay silent in conversations. My co-workers are like, oh, he doesn't talk. Maybe he isn't interested in the discussion. Maybe is he mad about something? No. I just enjoy being quiet and listening. I'm fine. Hold the door open for me. Give me space when I need it, and more importantly, be understanding about it. I'm currently dealing with a whole host of issues at the moment, and I have friends who are flipping out at me for being less social and less interested in hanging out with them / texting etc. I just want people who understand when I'm being less social. It's because something's up with me, not them. Cover the bill at a cafe or restaurant without expecting reciprocation. That gesture means a lot to me for some reason. Tell me the truth about anything. Give me genuine wise advice about anything and everything. Be kind to the people I love. Be kind to everyone. Be kind to animals too. Skipping the obligatory social niceties. Good morning. Happy birthday. Have a nice weekend. Good mid-morning. Have a nice brunch. Merry Candlemas. I know you don't mean it, Karen. Just give it a rest. Let me cuddle them and things without assuming I have a romantic interest and developing feelings. I want cuddles, not relationship. Empathize. When someone cares enough for me to be upset if I'm hurting, I feel like they are extending a kindness directly from their heart. I'm an asshole on my exterior sometimes, but inside I love people so much it hurts. Stop asking me to go party every weekend and stop coming to my house without asking first. The amount of gaming marathons with my online friends I've missed because of in real life friends is outstanding. Half of them were also when in-game events or some special day started, and it pisses me off. Just listen. I know I can be a handful sometimes, and having someone be there for me and listen to me blabbering about random stuff without telling me I'm stupid or they don't care is so great. It's nice to know someone who actually likes me enough to go through that. Showing up to my life events. Every time I throw a get together, wedding, a big bash for my hubby's 30th, etc. I always expect just a few people to show up. I think it's just my own self-consciousness because there's always a good crowd. It's nice to be genuinely liked. In response, I always try hard to go to event I'm invited to. Make sure I get home safe. If I'm impaired, I'm lost, it's late, or if I'm sick, or injured, or just at the end of my rope, the nicest, most caring thing someone can do is to take responsibility for my safety and well-being and ensure I make it home unharmed. Going out for a night walk with someone, listen to each other, understand each other, just have a meaningful conversation really, maybe hug in the end. That's all. I've been feeling lonely. I just wanna have some sort of a connection with someone. Not spoil endgame. A 6th form mate just said he was going to come 3 hours by train and visit me up in university for a few days. So probably that. I've been insanely lonely since starting uni. The idea of him traveling so far just to see me feels amazing. I'm a professional chef. People are nervous to cook for me. Please, God, someone make me dinner. I'll do the dishes. On the anniversary of my mum's death, my BF played handball with me till late at night. Not only did he play with me, but he got just as into as I was. I come back to this moment when things go bad. As a dad of 3 kids less than 12 years old, get the F to sleep like normal human beings. It doesn't happen often. In fact, don't remember the last time it did. I do so much for them. The only thing I want is for bedtime to be simple, which it isn't 95% of the time. If they want to be really nice, they'll do it on the extremely rare one-off occasion. Be bored with me. I wish I had someone to do nothing with. Being alone sucks sometimes, but I don't always want to watch something, or drink something, or have a deep conversation. I feel like I need to be entertaining around people. I like it most of the time, but sometime I don't have the energy, but I don't want to be alone. I just want to hang out with someone that feels the same way and would just be around me. Maybe have a chat about how bored we both are and how pointless everything seems. Edit. Also, I wouldn't mind being objectified by someone good looking. Nothing needs to happen, and I'd even appreciate a guy complimenting me if he didn't get too explicit, but I could use a confidence boost. Hug me and remind me they care about me. I love it when I'm walking around campus and run into a friend and they just hug me in the middle of the road. Obnoxious but absolutely melts my heart. I was going back home from school with a box filled with materials and heavy books. As I entered a crowded bus and stood in the aisle with the books and box in my hand, a lady that was sitting wanted to take the box from me to hold it during the ride. We didn't speak. She wasn't overly friendly. She just did something to genuinely help me without needing to be praised for it. At my stop, she gave the box back. I thanked her and left 8 years later. It sticks to my mind and inspires me to do these small things to help other people while staying casual about it. Love it. Tolerate my conversational habits. I'll be listening for 30 minutes, only saying things like HMM and cool. And then they'll say something that gets me excited and I'll start rambling about it. Actually take initiative in contacting me and making plans. I know that people just don't think to, and I don't take it personally that people don't. They show their affections another way. But when someone does that bit of reaching out and planning, it makes me feel all warm and gooey inside. When I need a friend to vent to or get things off my chest, just listen and show sympathy/empathy. Telling me about your problems and making the conversation about you doesn't help things at all. Message my muscle/body like, not even in a sensual way. My hands have pruritus, and the only thing that stops the sensation is cracking my knuckles or messaging my hands, but I can't message both my hands. Honestly, for me, right now it's watching my kids. I'm so run down from raising twins. I'm depressed, exhausted, and also happen to be extremely sick with still no help. I'm literally coughing and vomiting between laundry, dishes, and rest breaks. I have no support system at all. I just want someone to help. I'm a simple man, whether it's getting/making my favorite food or just find me a really cool Lego set that I can put in my room. Give me genuine compliments or just even believing in me. I have quite a low self-esteem and am pretty fugly, so not feeling those things every so often makes me feel better. Not cut me off when I speak and listen to me even when someone else talks over me. Happens every time at family reunions. Shit hurts. Asking me how I'm doing. It can be a phone call, an email, a text, even a letter. Just reaching out and acting like you give a shit about me. I know people get busy with everyday life crap, but make some time and keep in touch. Having good friends and family is a thing to be treasured. Life can be very lonely without them. Know when to leave me alone, especially when I'm reading. I'm an introvert who doesn't like being lonely, but likes time on my own. I wouldn't even mind if we were in the same room and you were just letting me get on with whatever I happen to be doing. Hold me accountable when I'm an ass or do something completely ineffective. As I grew up with parents who generally didn't give a shit, accountability is how I know my significant other loves me. Once my friend told me when I was really depressed to live for her. Just for her, if nothing else. No one had ever said that to me before, not even my parents. When I feel suicidal I think of this, and I keep going. You have been visited by Mr. Doggo. Subscribe and leave like to have luck for the next 10 years.